Hello everyone, my name is Anthony Gonzales, and today I'll be discussing the linguistic discrimination in Disney films and how these movies teach children to associate accents with positive and negative traits. Today I'll be critically looking at how language in media influences children's perceptions of race, identity, and class. Linguistic discrimination refers to the unfair treatment of individuals based on their accent or dialect. Libby Green's article, titled "Teaching Children How to Discriminate," reveals how Disney films reinforce these biases, teaching children to associate certain accents with villainy or foolishness. Disney films play a pivotal role in teaching children social norms. So Disney films aren't just entertainment. They're educational tools that shape children's ideas of the world. Libby Green argues that these films socialize children into accepting language-based hierarchies, aligning certain accents with good traits and others with bad ones. In Libby Green's analysis, she points out that characters speaking standard American English are usually the heroes or protagonists, so this creates a direct link between speaking standard American English and traits like intelligence, beauty, and kindness. On the other side, characters who speak with non-standard American English accents, like British or foreign accents, are typically cast as villains or objects of ridicule. So maybe like Scar from The Lion King or Jafar from Aladdin, they both speak with accents that make them sound less trustworthy or evil in a sense. These accents are on purpose. They are a form of linguistic coding that signals to the audience which characters should be trusted, which should be admired, which should be feared. This practice teaches children to categorize people based on how they speak. By continuously aligning positive traits with standard American English and negative traits with non-standard accents, Disney teaches children to make split-second decisions about people based on their accents. This carries real-world consequences, reinforcing societal inequalities. The patterns that we see in these films are not just confined to the screen. Children internalize these messages and they carry them into their adult world. This could lead to discrimination against people who speak with non-standard accents in real life, and this largely contributes to systemic inequality. So some examples from Disney films. The first one we're going to look at is going to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She speaks with a standard American English accent, and she is seen as the protagonist in this story. She speaks fair and beautifully, while Beast, on the other hand, speaks with a non-standard American English accent with a foreign, almost rough accent. This reinforces the idea that those who speak correctly or are more noble or heroic. So Disney's global reach means that its influence on children's perspectives of language is very significant. The films aren't just shaping how Americans view the world, they're shaping how children all around the world see the value of different accents and dialects. Now, one counter-argument is that the use of accents is just a creative decision. So the British or foreign accents are used to make villains sound more sophisticated or to add humor, but Libby Green argues that this overlooks the consistent negative associations these accents have with villains. Even if the films aren't intentionally promoting discrimination, the repeated use of these accents have a large effect. So children see the same patterns over and over again, which shapes their total view of the world. So, the bigger picture altogether, the use of language in the Disney films is a part of a larger system that maintains social hierarchies. So by associating accents with specific roles, Disney films teach children that some people are naturally more trustworthy, intelligent, or deserving of leadership rather than others. So the big question is, what can we do? What can be done? So to go against these biases, we have to challenge the stereotypes that are seen so often in media. Disney could diversify the roles and the voices of their characters, and this would allow different accents to be associated with both heroic and villainous traits. So altogether, Libby Green's analysis shows that Disney films use accents and dialects to teach children about social hierarchies. While some may argue that it might be just some sort of creative choice, the consistent pattern across all of the films suggests that language in media is the key role in shaping children's perspectives of race and class. Thank you for listening.